Hi, it's Aradhana Barua. Well, the presentation, it's a joint presentation regarding the relations of India and Pakistan. So first, I would like to request Ms. Ramisa Khan from Pakistan to open the presentation. Ramisa?
Hello everyone, my name is Ramisa. I'm from Pakistan. I'm a delegate from Ubuntu. Also, I am a PhD scholar and a founder of Mr. Talk. So today, our Ubuntu United Nations Talks Leading Like Mandela Peace and Reconciliation topic is about Pakistan and peace strategies and reconciliation between the governments and the youth of the of both countries. So from starting from the history of India and Pakistan, I will start with India. That India gained its independence on 15th of August. So as Pakistan founded August 14th, 1947. As India is a secular state, but Pakistan is Islamic Republic country. So now the state religion of India is none, but in Pakistan we all are Muslim and state religion are Islam. The minority status in India is increased since independence, but reported as decreased in Pakistan. So the border dispute between the countries have many declarations, summits, and agreements, as well as resolutions. Few of them are UN Resolution number 47, Shimla Agreement, Lahore Declaration, and Agra Summit. Both the countries tried to resolve their border disputes through all these treaty resolutions, agreements, summits, and declarations. But unfortunately, none of these succeeded to fructify and resolve, primarily because of conflicting political agendas of each country. Now, the wars fought between India and Pakistan are 1948, 1965, 1977, and 1999. All these wars could not resolve due to decisively the border disputes in the favor of either country. Now the government setup of each country, India's democracy considered to be the last bastion of real democracy in the world, as in Pakistan is perceived as a quasi democracy with more that more towards tilt towards acutely centralized power. So this is from my side. I want to give the floor to my fellow delegate Aradhana from India. Thank you so much.
Namaskar. I'm Aradhana Barua from India. It's my privilege to be a part of this joint presentation of India and Pakistan. My co-presenter, Ms. Ramisa Khan, has introduced you all about the historical background and the broad causes of friction between the two countries. I thank her for the same. I now take the floor to put forward a few initiatives, both ongoing and probables, which will contribute for a better future of both the countries. Peace is never discussed. Peace is executed by conduct. The core disease impacting both the countries at all levels is the huge trust deficit that has been built up for the past 7 decades. Aman Ki Asha and Agaze Dosti are but a few existing initiatives. One more initiative worth mentioning is the collaboration of Indian Youth Cafe and the Lahore Youth Cafe. We now need to do more, as the situation from 2010 and 2012 to 2021 has exponentially progressed to the worst, with absolutely complete ban on interchange at any levels, be it sports, bilateral trade, or even usage of individual airspace, to name a few. To name a few. So the first step is to propagate facts and true history among the masses by various social media campaigns. This can be implemented by government initiatives as well as private initiatives. The government of both the countries should be accountable with respect to the growth of economy, education, health, social welfare, justice, etc. And most importantly, the happy index of the masses. Unless there is inner development and growth of both the countries, the masses will be taken for a ride by some myopic ulterior agendas of a few. Under the private initiative, there has to be interchange and intermingling of common true historical heritage shared by both the countries. There should be interactions from student exchange programs to entertainment, to culture, to sports, to social empowerment, which includes women empowerment, sanitization, female health and hygiene, cuisines, etc. The social fabric can be strengthened by intercultural, interracial, and inter-country personal relations, which can be established through marriages, as has been admirably demonstrated by two sports celebrities, Ms. Sania Mirza from India and Shoaib Malik from Pakistan. This is more feasible as besides having religious similarities between both the countries, we also share a common ancestry by the way of the state of Punjab, which was split in half in 1947. Only when common problems are solved, we will get peace. Peace is not the destination. Peace is the journey. The destination is a sovereign democracy and the vehicle is reconciliation. This Ubuntu platform is the first step in this direction, whereby I and my Pakistani friend got the opportunity to interact, to deliberate, and exchange our ideas. I foresee this as a great opportunity because the Ubuntu platform must be utilized for all peace initiatives, not only between the conflicts of India and Pakistan, but also but for conflict resolution to the entire world. Under the Ubuntu umbrella, exchange of ideas, exchange programs, dialogues, conferences must be initiated at regular intervals for true sustainable percolation of trust and peace. We thank Ubuntu for igniting the tiny sparks in each of us as the first step. Dhanyavad.